You guys, Comrade Kamala did an interview on the Shade Room. If you don't know what the Shade Room is, it is a urban blog channel, independent. It is very, she's in a bad way. She's in a bad way that she got to go on the Shade Room. And here's the thing. It's because don't nobody else want to have her on their platform. Like any other podcast that has a big following, they don't want her on there. Like when Trump did the Aiden Ross stream, it got out. Somebody, the Secret Service, had contacted Kai Cenat to get her, so she could go on his stream. Kai Cenat wasn't having it, which she always try to do everything Trump does. Then she did the Call Her Daddy podcast, which is like a podcast for women, majority I would think white women, 20s to 30s, super liberal, not Christian uh, women, because they talk about a lot of sexual things on that podcast. And you would have thought it would have did good, right? No, like the dislike ratio again was crazy. Then when she did the All the Smoke podcast, which I actually did give her credit for that, because I'm like, hey, she knows she's not doing well with black male voters. She's going on a podcast with Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes, former NBA players, to appeal to black men. It did not work. Oh my gosh, the dislike ratio was crazy. People were unsubscribing. Like the comment section was fried. I did a video on that. If you're interested in seeing it, link is in the bio. So anybody that has a platform, like a major platform, they don't want to do anything with her because it messes up their algorithm. Like it messes their viewer base are not interested in her. You guys get the drill. So she goes on the Shade Room, and I wouldn't even talk about it had you been doing interviews all along. If she had been doing interviews all along instead of waiting the 35 days when she came into a campaign at the ninth hour anyway, I would have respect for it, because I would say, okay, well, she's just trying to get her message out there. Cool, whatever. She's going anywhere where she can be heard. I'm not mad at that. But the fact that she waited 35 days to do an interview, and then after that you still wasn't doing interviews like that, it's kind of pathetic. And she's only doing interviews now because she absolutely has to. And then with what Obama had did over the weekend and having that huge backlash, she has to go out. And if you go to the Shade Room comment section, of course, it is black people that are still on that plantation. Bless their hearts. But whatever. Yeah, this is looking bad. And here's the thing, you guys, why did she do I grew up in a middle class family? Like, I didn't even watch the interview because I couldn't take it. Like I watched a YouTuber that was talking about it. But that's how I know you have she has to have the world's worst campaign manager. And they are so insulated because that is the joke. That is the meme. That is like, dude, like I'm pretty sure they make fun of it on Saturday Night Live. I don't watch Saturday Night Live because it's just a little too woke for me. But they have like, why are you still doing that, ma'am? Like, we are laughing at you. And the fact she's still doing it and nobody's telling me, and again, telling her it's crazy. These accents, like no one's telling you, hey, you got to knock it off with those accents. Like you got to cut that out. The fact, like sometimes when I watch her, and tell me if you guys think this, and I am a little bit radical, but I'm sometimes like, are we sure this is a real person? Like, are we sure this is a human being and not like an AI? Like, because I'm like, are you trying to win? Because it was a dude on TikTok, and he was like, yeah, Trump was supposed to be gone, and we were never supposed to know how terrible she is. Because how are you going to go on The View, the soft balliest soft, I mean marshmallow interview, and when asked would you do anything different, you say I wouldn't? Like, hold on. I thought the whole thing was a new way forward. Like that's their tagline. How are you a new way forward if you wouldn't have done anything different? Like, and then that's the thing. I'd be wondering, like, how did this woman really be a lawyer? Like, was she really a senator? Because look, I am not in politics, but I would know if I'm running for the presidency and I know we had a terrible 4 years and I'm still trying to get a promotion, because nowhere in the real world do you get a promotion if you sucked at your job for 4 years. Like that doesn't happen. But let's just pretend. I at least would say, oh yeah, I probably wouldn't have done so many of those open border regulations. I probably wouldn't have reversed 94 of Trump's border policies within the first 100 days. Maybe I just would have did 50. Like, I would have said something. like, like, you really want to be old Biden Jr.? Like, what is happening?